Hey there, Scott with Grub Gizzard and Gill. Just doing a quick update on the chicks that hatched. They're doing fine, as you can tell. It's been about, a month almost? 3.5 weeks, something like that. So they're out here taking a little dust bath with Mama. They're pretty funny. They learn quickly. I can still pick them up. They're just a little shy. They kind of look like quail in their face, but they're the silver-laced Wyandottes. At least possibly a mix, silver and golden laced. Mama's showing them how to do it. Do it right. Now I still have them out in their grow out pen here, and the reason why is because it's got that lid on it, and I've seen several hawks in the area. So when they're done with their dust bath here, I'll put them back in. Mama's really anxious to get out in the morning, but she's also anxious to get back in the pen. I think she still likes to be left alone. And here comes Gizmo to see what's going on. What's going on? You can see on their neck, the baby's neck feathers are very thin, and some of the other feathers around them are starting to grow out, so they're starting to molt. They can fly pretty far too. If they'll jump up on that pen ledge when I open it, and they'll fly all the way over to here. That's as far as I've seen them fly so far, but that's a good probably 12 feet away. Oh, there's a bumblebee. I wonder how they'll react to that. Oh, hi. This is my buddy here. This is Gizmo. It's funny how they all submit when you... Well, most of them. There's a couple of them that just don't like to be touched. But yeah, there you go. She's giving me that look like, thanks a lot. Well, they just spotted that moth, and I think they're listening to a bumblebee right here. It's flying towards me. There's two of them. One's a bumblebee and one's a honeybee. I think she's alerting them to stay away. She'll still make a noise when there's food on the area. It's a different chirp. Like right now she's making sort of a stay with me call. And then if I drop food down, she'll call them over with a high-pitched chirp. It's good that the babies are starting to look around more. They were oblivious just as of a few days ago about their surroundings. So their natural instinct to protect themselves is starting to kick in. And it can come none too soon, because I think Mom's about ready to get out of the grow out pen. Whoops. Yeah, we haven't had much rain here. It's been really dry. As you can tell, the dust here is very dry. We had a little bit, but it wasn't enough to really soak the ground. And we're on clay. For some reason, we have a streak of sand here, but most of it's clay over in the corner parts there where I have the paddock set up. I need to get them out of here because there's a lot of grass But there's hardly any bugs left. Yeah, we saw those two bumblebees, or those two bees a minute ago, but they don't eat those, of course. And if they do, I've never seen them do that. But if I walk over in the other grass outside the paddock, then we get a lot of moths and baby grasshoppers. It's July 30th today, so the grasshoppers are starting to make their annual appearance. She's calling them back, like, don't go too far. Mama's ever alert. Even when she takes a dust bath, her head will pop up and if she hears something funny. Oh, don't worry, Mama. I'm not going to pick you up. Almost fell. Say cheese. Keeps hearing something. I think that bumblebee is back. That's right behind me. Oh, you got a big rock in there, Mama. I know. Let me get this rock out of here. Oh man, it's a big one. Another rock in there. Better get rid of both of them. So yeah, she's pretty much, I think she's had enough of the bath, of course, and looks like she's about ready to hop back in. Yeah, maybe not. Let's see if I can get her to make that. Well, she's back to round 2 of the bath. Get rid of these rocks real quick. Well, a couple of them saw it and said, "What's going on? He's throwing food over there." Okay, let's see. Here's some sunflower seeds that I dropped in earlier. Let's see if I'll take them with the Mama and see what she does. See if she'll call them over here, because you can see they're pretty far away. Well, she just took off. See, she's making a high-pitched squeak now. Oh, get away from my babies. She doesn't do that to the bigger ones, but she definitely doesn't like some of them. Looks like they're about ready to go back in their pen for today. Alright, well, I've got to run, so I'm going to see if I can get them back down inside there, now that Mom's in there. There we go. Alright, well, there you go. Mom and the two babies that are growing up. They're doing fine. Oh, there she goes with that noise I was telling you about, the high-pitched, here's some food noise. So she's pointing out that there's some food there for the babies. And if you listen closely, they make a whole bunch of different types of noises. Alert noises and stay with me noises. Here's some food noise. Stop that noise. It's kind of an abrupt squawk, if you will. So yeah, they're pretty intelligent. A lot more intelligent than one might think, who's not been around chickens before. Like, this is my second year with chickens, and prior to this I always just figured they were the most dumb animal on the planet, but their instincts run very deep, so maybe what we call dumb isn't so dumb after all. They've got a lot of intuition about them. And studies, actually they've done studies on chickens and ability to discern between shapes and colors, and they're able to figure out a shape that would have food in it, and say that there was a paper plate, that it was a square, and the one next to it would be a circle. Well, if the square one had food underneath it, they would kick that plate out of the way and really quickly determine that the square plates have the food under it, and just go to those. Well, she's wanting to get back out, so George is over here checking them out, seeing what kind of food that they're up to. She couldn't care less about the chicks or the mom, but she sees that they're eating and wants to get in there. Okay, this is Scott with Grub Gizzard and Gill. I'm out for now, and if you want to leave a comment, please do so. Oh, by the way, I wanted to kind of quick update on one thing here. I know a lot of people have been saying that, you ought to paint those things because they really light up. It's almost like a light inside there, but because apparently, the old chickens need a quiet place to lay eggs, or a place where there's lack of light. But you can see, it's kind of early in the morning, but they use these regardless. Once in a while I find an egg on the ground, but it's once every week or so, and it's one egg. I think it's just one of them, and it's probably one of the new ones. So yeah, you can see that they're lit up just like kind of like a sun lamp or a sunlight, but that doesn't seem to faze them at all. So I am trying to find some motivation to paint these things, and if they were laying on the ground I would, but they're not, so I'm just going to keep them white. No reason to bother with something that I don't need to bother with. Alright, Scott signing out. Have a great day.